She says it all the time.
Yeah, like that's just my general like rebuttal whenever he says something that I don't agree with.
Sounds like your mama. Your mama. Well, wait a minute, that's me. That'd be funny.
Right? He be talking about you something embarrassing, but your mama.
That'd be so funny. Like,
Oh, you know her.
You feel like that. Like you say your mama, and then you say your mama. Like, excuse me, that is me.
Exactly. He be talking about you like a dog.
That's one of the things that disturbs me about you.
Quit talking about her mama.
I only say nothing but great things about your mama.
Mama's a fighting word. Yeah, I feel you.
His mother is a wonderful woman.
Yeah, you can say everything
you want to
about my daddy. Don't you?
She always touches that third rail.
You'll recognize him as policeman number 3 on the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama.
Joe the policeman.
Mr. Randy Watson.
Joe the policeman.
Shelly's here, says good evening. Cece's here, says hey. Gigi's here, says good evening, Mr. and Mrs. and Chris. I know, right? Alyssa's here, says hello. So happy to see you guys. I've been too busy at work in the mornings. Definite thumbs down, Alyssa. Like, what is your job even thinking? Exactly. Cece says listening on my way home from work. Well, we are glad that you were tuning in. Lisa J is in the house, says good evening, everyone. Krista's here, says hey. Gail's here, says good evening, Autumn and Richard and Mama Chris. I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bayou Princess is here, says good evening. Cynthia says good evening. Randy Watson, you're right, Mr. Randy Watson. Yes. Joyce is here, says good evening, White Fam. Hi, Joyce. Good evening, Val. Katie, is it Katie? Caddy? Kimball says my first live. Yay! Well, welcome, Caddy. Wow. It's probably Katie, but I would like to pronounce it Caddy, like they do Kimball on Mean Girls. Or Kimball, absolutely. Andrea's here, or Andrea. That name causes me such anxiety to pronounce. Says good evening.
You and your anxiety.
Heath is here. Says happy wacky wing Wednesday. You're right. Did you have wings today, Heath? How did it go? Oh, we smoked 5 pounds of wings tonight. Oh, geez. Okay. How many wings is in a pound? Someone let me know.
It depends on what size the wang is.
Wang with an A. I'm done.
That's awesome. And if you have just the legs, or do you have the
drumsticks,
or the meat?
Or do you have all 3?
Ew, where the meat hangs out? Absolutely.
Or do you have like the entire wing, the connected?
I hate that. Like, I hate the entire connected wing.
I mean, granted,
like, I'm not.
Man.
That noise.
Oh my God! You get my mouth watering. Lord Jesus.
You get them little bones that are in that one little skinny part.
Instant regret. Now, Mom, you're just saying that gross me out. No, absolutely not. Linda said, Heath, that sounds great. False. Hi, White Fam. Hi, Linda. How are you doing today? Cece said, hey, I just reinstituted my Facebook. How do I join the group? Yes. So if you search on Facebook for the group WAK, W-A-K, Daily Keto Updates, you will be able to find it and request to join, and I'll let you in. I got your email, CC, so I'm glad that you, but yeah, just search for the group.
I'm texting good evening to everyone.
You're texting? Oh, you're commenting. Okay, I'm going to say you're texting. Okay. I am.
Oh, so in your thoughts?
Yeah,
not
in real life.
Yay, we had to.
Ooh, praise hands. I see.
Joyce said, Barry said, sorry, been a crazy and exciting night. Signed on with a brokerage today. Has his first open house on Sunday. We are hitting the ground running. Yes, I take major offense because I was supposed to talk to Barry tonight, and I sat on that call for 10 minutes, Lord, and I was like, okay, well, Barry must be doing something. So I'm not mad at him, especially with those great things that he was accomplishing.
Just be ready. We'll make our way down there soon.
Interesting. We're not buying real estate in Florida. Cynthia said, question for Mama Chris, was Autumn a picky eater?
Yes.
Was I?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Picky eater, but then they like the same thing. I know.
Well, I was going to say,
rice.
You're right. It's the San Francisco tree.
She's forever not like a meat with meat with bones or whatever. Like this is.
From the early age.
Yeah, I mean, she's hardly ever. But no.
I love me some rice-a-roni. See, my grandmother, growing up in my grandmother's house, everything we ate was white, yellow, and brown, right? So, rice-a-roni, just like plain slices of white bread, applesauce, butter potatoes, things like that. Like, those were like biscuits, you know, like those.
That was just what we did.
Those were just, that's all the food that I pretty much ate growing up. Sometimes there was like stovetop, which I never ate, like stovetop, like broccoli, you know, like I never had roasted vegetables until after college, you know, everything was like steamed and just like cooked on a pot in the stove.
So, yes.
I don't even know what to say on that.
Yeah, picky eater, yes.
My family was they were all over the place.
We had chillings to feed. Yeah, we were very quick skillet. Yeah, top skillet.
We were in my teenage years when both my parents
worked.
Yeah, super hard.
But me,
and everybody grew up, so my sister was like basically in charge of cooking.
Yes.
So basically we became
but they ate. They did not starve.
A hamburger household, a hamburger helper household.
We are here.
And that government cheese.
And the government peanut butter.
And the government
I was going to say, I think it boils down to like just if you just don't have the money and you got a lot of mouths to feed,
you gotta take what you got. Yeah, no, they stretch. Gail said, "Chris, loving your hair." Yeah, she cut it herself. It was longer. She just took some scissors to it. So
you were always a picky eater as well.
I wasn't really a picky eater. I just didn't have a lot of variety. Like,
if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
I mean, we just had the same thing. You know,
good.
I don't really remember my diet too much as a child, except for like the yellow and white, and brown things. So
I remember my mom used to stress, and we could never have a plate with nothing, unless something green was on that plate.
That wasn't a requirement in the Jones
household. My mom was like, "Stop eating!
Had meat sometimes.
Put it on."
No, most nights we didn't have meat. I remember when my cousin Thomas used to reference like having meat at nearly every meal. We're just like not just on Sundays, like you just eat meat during the week. Like that was just our life. Like or like the meat was a hamburger helper. It was just ground beef mixed with like a noodle component.
You have to get the green bean or spinach or something green with that.
Dre said, "Hello, Richard, Autumn, and Mom and Chris." Rhonda's here, says hello, all.
Good evening,
Kathy P and AZ is in the his house. I know, right? Kathy. So Cynthia said basically carbs. Pretty much.
That's why
pretty
big girls
much.
I'm sorry I did that to you.
I know, right? Lisa said even corn on the cob was boiled. I don't miss that. Exactly. Just typical like old people food, you know?
Yeah. Autumn was a mini me growing up.
Maitreya said we love the government cheese. I don't remember the government.
Me too.
I don't remember specifically the taste of the government cheese, but that peanut butter though, I remember all of them.
Great grilled cheese sandwiches.
It does milk nice.
Kathy said that old processed cheese was cheese to kids. Real cheese was icky. You're right. It was funky and flavorful and sharp. Well, no, we need some nice, smooth Americans. So
we just need the melty. You need the commercial.
Oh my God, Joyce said we also had a lot of gunshots going around that time and helicopters flying around the place. It was so scary. Jeez Louise, that sounds like a typical Tuesday in my neighborhood, but I can understand where that would be alarming when you're not used to it. You're hood adjacent. No, not necessarily the helicopters, but they're either like car backfires or gunshots, you know, maybe once a week, once every other week.
A lot of people have guns.
Yeah, a lot of people have guns. Hashtag
Edward.
America.
I was going to say, welcome to
However,
America.
to the end.
What happened at the end? Aaron's here. Hello.
Airplane broke. We had to wait for another one to come in.
Who got the blame for that?
It went to maintenance.
Ooh, maintenance got charged some minutes. So you guys, my mom works for like a major like aircraft like package carrier in these here United States.
Sure, somebody got fired.
And so like keeping the planes and the packages moving is such an important thing that whenever they're off schedule by minutes, they have to charge those minutes to who's ever thought it was. If a plane was supposed to leave at 6:30 but that plane doesn't like officially take off till 6:32, they need to know who was responsible for them 2 minutes. And so like each of the departments will keep fighting back and forth like, not our minutes. That wasn't our fault, you know? Yeah. So, maintenance got a lot.
All that, and then we have to, then the bad thing or the good thing, it'll get to its destination 5 minutes early.
Yeah, they make up the time in the sky all the time. Yeah. Maitreya said, for those who don't know, it's basically Velveeta, but slightly cheesier. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. The government cheese. I know, right?
It's pretty not cheese.
Yes. Gail said, as a kid, I did not like broccoli or cauliflower, would spit it in the toilet. That's so funny. As an adult, two of my favorite veggies. Yeah, I really
That's a good place you have to worry about hiding it.
It was the toilet.
And I'm
I remember when I was
I'd be
younger.
scared to come back up. Because my parents ever they
saw something green.
Don't let it like a broccoli spear just float in. Like, wait a minute. Kids, get down.
I would be
2 in
like,
the morning. We like, what's happening? Who did it?
I would be like, oh my God, my kid's inside's broken.
Toilet broccoli.
Yeah. So somebody's gonna fish that out of there.
It's like, it don't go in the same way it come out. Somebody do this in.
TC's here. Good evening, TC. Glad that you are here. Cece said, I remember the good old egg sandwich with mayo and hot sauce days. That actually sounds delicious.
Anybody ever get those on Saturday mornings? We used to get a can of biscuits and then fry them, put the hole in them and fry them, and then put them in the bag of powdered sugar and shake the bag up. And so you have your powdered donuts.
Look at
that was
my life, you guys. JJ said, hey, everybody, Miss Chris, love the hair. I know, right? Hey.
I would just make the biscuits.
Yes.
I didn't feel like going that extra step.
He said, as an adult, I still do not like broccoli. I know, right? Which, I'm so glad that I found keto really just for like the food freedom that it offers. Because all you hear is like variety of colors on your plate, well-balanced diet, veggie, And I was just, and so, no, that's what they do. And so, like, I remember when I told my Aunt Diane that, I'm eating keto and I was eating something. She goes, well, where are the vegetables on your plate? And I was like, skirt, I don't need them, So it's just like, that's just like our inherent, like what we're expected to do. So, like, the good news is.
You had the brown right, it's not the yellow.
Exactly. I needed, exactly. I needed some green too. Yeah. But now I choose the vegetables because I like them, not because I feel this like, I should eat this for health, Right. But I remember growing up, I used to not like onions, and now I love onions. They are delicious. I remember until I started keto, I did not like pork rinds or sour cream. But now I absolutely love them. Wow. Pork rinds, I'll say I didn't try them enough. Like on keto, I would never like, why would I get pork rinds, Yes. So I didn't have them for so long that I can't say I disliked them, but I actively disliked sour cream.
I grew up eating some pork rinds. I didn't like sour cream either.
Yeah.
We grew up eating barbecue pork rinds on the street.
Oh,
that's just what it was.
Some skins. That's what it's called.
So we had pork rinds all the time. It was pretty good.
Maitreya said, Richard, exactly who did this? I can hear my abuelita now talking about who put vegetables in the toilet.
They will wake you up. I mean, who had parents? Yeah. Like my mom and dad did not. My dad knows something. My mom would just be like, just ignore it.
Yeah, your mom is so
my dad turned the lights on. Everybody wake up. You playing some lights. I'm like, what the drill under the bed.
Your dad is so funny. Barry, yes, go ahead and reschedule.
Completely. He's changed now that he has grandkids.
Yes.
Grandkids changed him. I don't even recognize him anymore. I always tell him, I don't know who you are.
TC said, Mom, I need to put you in charge of tracking my package and travel all over the U.S. before it got to me a month later. I know, right?
Was that in December?
JJ said I never liked Brussels sprouts, but I love them now. See, I never had Brussels sprouts until I was an adult. I didn't know I liked them until now.
My mom used to.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom used to boil them. Oh. It was, I had the bad Brussels sprouts.
My only introduction to Brussels sprouts was when I saw everyone like, don't boil them, roast them instead. And I cut them up and roasted them. And I was like, oh, this is good. No, like, what were they talking about?
My mom literally only boiled them. Like for decades. I only knew boiled Brussels sprouts.
No, that doesn't sound good. Shelly said, is that a Porking Good box you have there, Autumn? Yes, I just used your code at 1 p.m. to place an order. Awesome. Maybe that's why they sent me this box, because they're like, you guys, I have a code with Porking Good. Have no idea what it is. Shelly, you want to go ahead and drop that in the description? But I randomly received this from them, so I'm assuming, or I'm hoping, maybe it's a new product offering, because I love Porking Good. Pork rinds.
Is it a secret product?
Yes. I won't like take it out of the box until I read any literature that comes along with it.
Don't show people
until this date. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh! I won't talk about it yet. Oh my! Look at that! Look at the sun.
No,
it is clever, isn't it? Okay. Oh, So clearly this was supposed to be Christmas and it got lost in the mail too.
I have nothing. My company.
There's a flipping penguin on it.
It might be a New Year's penguin.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then explain these trees. You know,
those are Valentine's.
That's a Valentine's. Look, you guys, it's a pig with all of these Christmas trees.
Clearly a Valentine's Day pig.
Oh, happy holidays. Thanks so much for the porking love. Wishing you and your family happy and safe 2021. Okay, they don't mention anything about not being able to talk about it. But weren't we just talking about this on the live today? Bam! Some seasonings. We have, oh my God, we have sea salt and vinegar. Lord, y'all know how to go. Oh, but onion and sour cream seasoning. That's going to be delicious.
This will be sea salt and vinegar just with daily stuff.
Yes. Oh, and we got some bags. Oh my God, is this butter? Please be butter. Please be. Oh, it's white cheddar. Oh, that's still good. Yes, onions and sour cream. You can have the salt and vinegar if you want. And then the nacho cheese. Hold those. There's a wait. There's more. Okay, this has to be butter.
Tell you're related.
Yes, salted butter. Absolutely not, girl. You're not. And then here's my honey buns pizza that you love. Here's your pickle. You can have your pickle if you want. And then
you can try the cheddar.
Smoky jalapeno with cheese.
Thank you.
So basically, it was a sampler box. Basically, it was a sampler box of their pork rinds. So that is great. I mean, look, the dill pickle's good. We're just not pickle flavored things, people.
Here's yours.
Yes, this is all I want right now. The butter. Oh, and the smoky cheddar and jalapeno is good too. So I'm gonna put those back. But here's the box, sweetheart.
I think put them back.
Yeah.
Presents.
So yes, that was. Thank you so much, Porking Good. Shelly says, "Oh, watch out, keto is the code." Yeah, there you go. Go for it.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Yes. Barry said I hated radishes as a kid. As an adult, I like them. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind radishes. It's one of them things I never go out of my way to cook. Joy said, I remember when I first started watching you, you talked about not liking sour cream. I mean, hello.
Well, honestly, I think for me, it boils down to just how it's prepared, too. Like, a lot of people are eating things or remember eating things like how their parents messed it up or something like that. Where they're like, I don't like this because my mom threw it in the dirt and then it tasted like it. You're like, well, yeah, because it was happy. Like, go get a professional chef make it with like a meal or something. Like, I've had so many meals in my life. For me, it was like beets, lima beans, like stuff like that. I grew up like not like Brussels sprouts, but I've had people prepare those things in ways where I'm like,
I would be open to trying beets. Still don't know about lima beans. Beth says, hello. I am imagining Mrs. Doubtfire every time I see
I don't know how you like things, but you just need to prepare them in ways you like them.
Katie says they are the best pork rinds. You're right. I agree. So I'm so excited to have gotten them.
With broccoli, it was always cheese, though. Like it was like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have one without the other. If it was just broccoli growing up, you have to have cheese.
See, no, we didn't even do that.
Oh my God! No wonder you didn't like it.
Shelly said it was It's 10% off. Yes, Watch Out, Keto is the code for 10% off. They're my fave by far. Super light and airy, and I just love I love the flavor. Katie says onion and sour cream are my favorite. Yeah, they're so good. JJ said, so how does the seasoning work? Is it pure crushed pork rinds or salt? No, it's like the powder that goes on it. So if you were to like sprinkle this on some plain pork rinds and like shake it around, that's what I'm
because it's only like 6 ingredients.
Yeah, this is non-fat dry milk, onion powder, salt, lactic acid, and parsley flake. Yeah, so this sour cream and onion is just like...
And this one's just Himalayan salt, sea salt, sodium dicotate.
Nice, babe.
And citric acid.
Yes. Ugh, vinegar is grossy, Josie.
I hate to eat
sodium dicotate.
Oh, okay. Well, bye.
We have ULD tomorrow.
Yeah, so she has to be at work super early to like count the planes or whatever.
Containers.
Okay. Oh, count the containers.
The containers that go on the planes.
Okay. Well, Mother, anything you would like to say to the viewing public?
Well, hello. I mean, good evening. I'll be probably. Ooh, look what I'm going to be reading.
Yeah, so I finished that book, you guys. 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Super invaluable.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 10
tell us what you think.
Yeah, I know.
So
I want to grow with things.
Autumn told us a lot.
I love that book.
I want to hear what you
Yes,
I'm looking
Exactly.
with double nickels. I'm
Exactly.
still double nickels.
Gosh, that is not your name. No one calls you that. That doesn't
I
play.
think they do now.
Yeah.
Here, this is okay, you guys. My sister bought me these bookmarks.
What?
Like,
is that what those are?
Yeah,
like those are like badges or something.
No. That doesn't. No. See, here's the thing. No, that's not. This just is not how it works.
I mean,
you're supposed to like
upside down on a plane.
You're supposed to like only put like a few pages to keep your place or whatever. But I would rather just have a paper, like a card. Yeah, like I was just like, the thought is nice, but
so it only goes there though. It's there, and it's like a 1-2 page.
Well, like you squeeze as many pages between it as you want.
Yeah, but see, for me though, I'm the type. What if you hold it like upside down?
Yeah, it falls out.
No, it's a magnet.
Oh, it sticks together. Yes.
Wow,
okay,
that changes everything.
That's
I know, right?
That's a game.
Because I was worried about that. Because
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I need the cane that covers both sides, like just a whole strip.
Linda said, the butter flavor, is that a sweet one? No, it's salty. That's what it is. It is salted butter, and it is delicious.
So
Sweetie, it doesn't come.
I know, isn't that amazing? Amber?
No.
Amber, quality gift. What, are we bashing it?
No.
It's a
I
great
just,
gift.
I like just I like the bookmark better, you know? That is so.
And she gave me like so many.
No, bye, Mom. Exactly.
What the heck
Pretty
just
much.
happened?
I know, right?
I think something.
Cece said, I've acquired a taste for turnips. Interesting. Never have to have them.
That's like fennel.
Yes. Shelly says, Linda, the butter one tastes like buttered popcorn. It's so good. True that. It is just salty and buttery and delicious. Bye, Mom.
Enjoy the cheese.
CC says radish sandwiches growing up. Yum. We'd ask for it for lunch and Mom would point to the garden. Oh,
what
cucumber sandwiches.
I'm actually curious about that.
That's like a garden. That's what's up. See, I still don't know.
I mean, it was like if it's thinly shaved, you got like a mandolin and you just shave a bunch really thin. Yeah. I can see if you put it over like some. No. Just make a sandwich out of it.
No, a sandwich. Yeah, you'd have to cut it thin enough. Beth says, I made Chef Michael's roast with turnips in place of potatoes, and the daughter didn't even know. That is amazing. Yeah, Chef Michael is
good way to sneak in.
I've been talking to him on Clubhouse, but he's definitely like hopped up as like one of my faves.
Yeah.
Rhonda said, I put some dill pickle seasoning on plain pork rinds yesterday and ordered the Oots barrel of plain pork rinds today. If it's Utz, I'm not calling it that, but I would like Oots better.
Seeing it spelled out now makes you think about the enunciation.
The UTZ. No, every time I say UTZ, and it reminds me of that it's not trail mix. Like, what is that snack mix that they have? I love me some Oots snack mix, and that's what we call it.
You've always called it Oots.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I want people to know that if it's actually pronounced Utz, I will recognize that, but I'm going to call it Oots.
When have you not pronounced something vastly different than everybody else and changed?
But I want them to at least know that I do know the proper way. Yes, Erin said counterplanes or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what she does at work, guys. Like what my mom does. No,
just count planes.
Yeah, she just counts planes.
Just say like 10.
Yeah.
Just show them.
No, my mom actually has a very important job. She makes sure the planes know. She basically parks the planes. Like, she's not out there with a thing, but she tells the planes where to park, like what spaces are open, what spaces are expected to be filled, and when. You know, she has to manage when the planes are leaving and stuff like that. So it's all very supply chain-ish.
She's like the head waiter at like a fancy restaurant or something.
She's like the front of house.
Table to go
to. Like definitely like the front of house.
Alyssa
says, fingers crossed I can catch you in the AM. Have a good night. You too, Alyssa. Thanks so much for joining.
Alyssa, thank you for participating in tonight's entertainment.
Nice. That's you. You're the entertainment. Gina's here. Says, good evening, everyone. Hal and the HE. Are those literally double hockey sticks? Oh my God. You're officially the live favorite right now, Gina. Thank you so much. Are you all? We are doing great. No, you can't see unless you get that close. So Diron says, we heard you on Clubhouse the other day. It was so dope. Now officially I gotta follow you, Diron. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a club Now there's multiple keto clubs, but the original Clubhouse
all the time.
You hear me talking into the phone. Yeah, but you don't hear the conversation on Clubhouse.
I hear your participation in it.
And so there's a club called Keto for the Soul, which is basically, you guys, if you aren't familiar with Clubhouse, it's an iPhone only app. Yes. The good news is they want to expand it to Android. They just don't have the coders to do it, So it's not like, ooh, we're only on iPhones and it's exclusive. They're just like, no, we want it to be everywhere. We just don't have the coders. So right now it's iPhone only, but Clubhouse is basically just a big conference call app. Like where the cool thing is you can scroll through and see what kind of conference calls people are hosting. And then you can just hop into it.
Mall of America, but for little conferences all over the place.
Is that what it is?
You can like just peek in and just like,
yeah, like if I'm on Clubhouse right now, let me see.
And everybody doesn't like turn around and see the door open. Like, what?
Let me see what clubs are open. So right now there is a Keto for the Soul keto check-in that's going on right now. And then updates. Yes, and then there's a lot of business stuff. So there's a club going on called How Ordinary People Built Extraordinary Wealth and How You Can Too. Absolutely.
What?
But then and then there's just
fancy pants.
There's just so many business things depending on what you follow. But I follow mostly keto and entrepreneur groups.
I was gonna say motivational ones.
Yeah.
There's so many
like mindset meditations. Yeah. So basically you just have a hallway where you can like scroll and see what conversations are going on. And then you can just jump in and listen to those conversations.
Basically have a group in there talking about it.
So yes.
See, for me, it would be 75 my way.
Oh my gosh! No one would come listen to you talk about that.
The other day,
he said that. Boy, right. You're right. I married him.
I really don't want to, feel myself that much.
And that's not your way, so you don't have to do it.
I would get too many people. Is what it is. I don't want to take.
Well, there are clubs with like thousands of people in them, so you can do it. Okay. You don't want to take away everyone's
take my time
watching. Right. You guys you're so funny. Kathy said everybody smash the like button, get to it, whackers. You're right. So oh my gosh. No. Beth said, Autumn, have you seen the show Call Me Kat? It has Maya Bialik in it, who opened a cat cafe in Louisville. It has Leslie Jordan too.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because we did watch it. I specifically wanted to watch Call Me Kat because I knew that it was modeled after the opening of the cat cafe in Louisville, Kentucky. A girl that I went to high school with.
Wait, there's a cat cafe in Louisville?
Yes, it made national news. Hence, they made a show about it.
I really thought this was just a made-up show.
No, a girl I went to high school with, her mom is the one that opened the cat cafe. So really, I just watched Call Me Kat because I knew it was supposed to be based in Louisville. And I was like, I want to see if they ever make any reference to Louisville whatsoever. And that's the only reason I watched it. And I was watching it like, okay, this could be anywhere. And then like Richard just came in to watch, and she was in her house, in her bedroom, in her closet, and she had the doors open. And Richard was like, oh, look, there's a U of L poster. And I was like, well, get out of town. That is a U of L poster. Okay, I see you, Call Me Kat, And then the next scene, they referenced going to Kentucky Kingdom as a kid, which was an amusement park that we had here. And I was like, okay, I see y'all really trying to make it in Louisville. And the guy that she was dating was a racetrack announcer. Guess they couldn't say Churchill Downs, But yes, there were some references to it actually being in like Louisville, which was cool.
My goodness, I never once heard of this story.
Yes.
I really thought it was just television
like a fictional,
trying to be extra.
No. The show itself, not really. I mean, the humor, I'm not really there for. I do love like the fourth wall, nature where she talks to the camera. And as much as I love Kyla Pratt, she is basically the sassy black friend, like that. I'm just like, girl, why are we still doing this in 2021? But still, it was.
Did she have one?
No, I had a couple of chuckles, but otherwise I was just like, I don't think it'll last, but good for them, and go Louisville. So
that's interesting.
Beth said I went to a cat cafe in the spring and loved it. Yeah, I think I would like a cat cafe.
So what is it? Is it like
it's just a cafe where cats walk around.
I mean,
no, like where like you can drink them and pet them. No, the actual cafe has the cats. Maybe you can adopt them too. Like, I think it's like a mixture between a cafe and an animal shelter. You know?
Oh, yay.
Of course I want stray cats around my food.
Man,
yeah, exactly. I know, right?
You gotta be like, hold on, man.
Rhonda said,
anyway, I was talking to the
just a question. Why don't you have super chat? Because I'm lazy and haven't set it up yet. But that's going to be something that I will be doing in the next couple of weeks here because my sister asked me the same thing.
I live in Louisville and I've never
Kathy said, okay, I'm going to the Cat Cafe in Louisville. Yeah. Oh, it exists here.
It still exists.
It's doing quite well. Mookie's here. Yes, Mookie talking about the baby says I'm due in June 3rd. That's amazing. I'm so excited for you. I'm glad that you can join. I haven't said your name in a long time.
June 3rd is a special date.
What's that?
June 3rd.
June 3rd.
What's the date?
Oh, yes. Okay. I didn't know if there was another reason it was a special day.
No, you just said it.
Kathy said the cats in the cat cafes are usually adoptable. Exactly. You guys, love you. Gonna be here for a couple minutes, but I'm on that hashtag 75 hard gallon and I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't hold it. I can't hold it.
Look at you. Well, back to this cat cafe because I am amazed. What the heck am I running over? Oh, good Lord. Hold on. She's leaving pork and good stuff everywhere. So, apparently this thing exists. Get out of here. I live in Louisville. I have never, ever heard of a cat cafe. I swear I thought that was just a made-up for television. I guess people, cats and cafes is a thing. Yeah, look, Kathy P says the cats in the cafe aren't usually adoptable. I'm still like, do we go to cafes for cats? Is that a thing? See, for me, I guess it would be, I'm thinking, I'm more of a dog person, so like a dog cafe, but then you got dogs, like, how do you, like, defecating everywhere? I don't want to get too much into it. I am very perplexed at this. I'm just saying, that kind of made my Wednesday now. I'm gonna have to look into this cat cafe. Not to go, just to look into it. It's really, really crazy. Let's see. What's going on, everybody? Hungry He says, my wife says I should do a live cooking segment on Fridays. Honestly, I'd say I'm down for that. You seem to be really good in the kitchen. I'm not even gonna lie. You seem to be at least really good with your meats. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't hear that's what she said. I was actually waiting on her to. Normally that was her response. No, but you're really good with the grilling. I gotta give you props on that. And the Blackstone seems to be working proficient. Well, because I was gonna run over like 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna run over your pork and good.
No. You just want me to sit on it. You want my butt to crush the pork and good. Oh my God. Mom said these pork rinds are delicious. Mom, you should not be eating at 9 p.m. I'm just going to say that. But that's
let her have her pork and good.
Cece said, not really an animal lover, period. Same, girl. Well, if I could give them back, that would be great.
I don't mind it, but like if you're like at a park or something, like a cat park or something, like a cat cafe when you're all in a closed room and you're trying to like cafe.
Yeah, like just animals and food.
Yeah. If I'm drinking my coffee, I'm like, hold on, man, where they cat at?
It doesn't really bother me. But yeah.
Well, some of them, the hair floats in there.
No, I absolutely agree.
And don't have an allergy.
You can't walk into a cat cafe if you have an allergy. You can't walk to the front door.
It's like Anita just
Matria said if they get crushed, they can go into mini air fried meatloaves. Well, thank you for that, but I don't want them crushed. Okay, but the pork rinds. But the mini air fried meatloaves, no, they sound kind of good.
Well, meatloaf, if you do it right.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So I am not an animal person. I'm an animal. Don't get me wrong. I like animals. Yes. I just don't have to have them. Like my life would be okay if I did not own animals.
Yes.
Like for instance, like my Aunt Beverly is like, she's like really a dog person, I'm not that level of
she
like.
She just loves a lot of cats.
Yeah, well, no, you're right. She's an animal person. No, she's an animal person in general. She's the cat lady that feeds all the stray cats in the neighborhood. She feeds the birds. Yeah, so my Aunt Beverly does.
She's definitely not a dog only person.
That's a lot.
I mean, I like animals too. I just don't want you to affect my budget. The second you start,
and they do. That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. Yes. If I had animals that, like I bought them and it's my responsibility to care for them, then I do. I pay for them. Yeah. They at least deserve that much,
Oh, look at you.
But I just don't like having the responsibility of a dependent, like, don't get me wrong. I like going to my granny's house every day because I get to see her, but boy, would it be more convenient if I just didn't have to do that and didn't have to buy these animals their food and their flea and tick medicine. Like, worry about when something's wrong with them. Like, I don't want a dependent of any sort anymore. So, but like I said, Milton and Madeline, they're just going to live out their great life for as long as it can. But then after that, I'm done. So,
we won't be there.
Exactly. Yes. He'll be getting another animal that is his animal. So it is. I'm not. No. I will pet the animal and I will not, let it go. Okay. But still, it is not my dog. All right. Lisa said, "I love animals, but my allergies do not. I so want a kitty, but I can't do the naked ones. Yeah, those are gross. Those hairless.
James says,
absolutely.
James has a hairless one.
No,
of
course.
They feel weird.
He said, if they are crushed, you use them in pork rind tortillas. Of course, that's what you would recommend. Yeah. So, Cece said, Heath, can you let us know ahead of time so that we can cook with you? Absolutely. So, post in the group, like if you're going to go live on Facebook or if you're going to go live on YouTube, let us know in the group, and then I'll watch. I'm not cooking, but
yes, because unless it's ground, she ain't playing around.
I don't. Oh, who just came up with that mad rhyme right there? Is that Ryan #bars? Are you still here for this? That was amazing. So yes, you guys. I am pretty sure I'm going to alternate day fast next week as well, Mike, just because I love it that much, Oh, and not only that, that's not even what I meant to say. I meant have taco tray. Yes. Like that. I'm just going to do the exact same thing again because I love it. The thing that oh my God, Cece said I want an aquarium. False. Fish are the devil.
She want an aquarium?
She wants an aquarium.
To do what with?
To put fish in and just walk past because you can't get any sort of emotional support from a fish. Like, girl, you know what you need to do? Just on your television, pull up an aquarium YouTube video, and it's literally the same thing. So
if she loves the calmness, maybe she likes just looking at the tranquility of it all.
Maybe. Oh my God, TC said allergic to everything except dogs and cockroaches. That's you still don't want one of those.
I don't even know what's going on.
Yes.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah, Gail said cockroaches.
Yeah.
What?
How
do you not know? How do you know if you're allergic? Who tests?
I would kind of want to be
cockroaches. Exactly. Who tests for cockroaches?
And if you know, you definitely. But they take you outside every night or something.
I know, right?
They're like, there's cockroaches. Let me go.
Carried away. So
I need to be allergic to y'all.
My goal for next week is not to change a thing in terms of my main meal. So the taco tray, the Quest chips, the pork rinds, the guacamole, the ground beef, all of that. What I am making a point to change is the desserts. So this week, and just like last week, like I showed you guys on my full day of eating, I've had 2 desserts. So essentially like a Quest bar and a Quest cookie, I have integrated those, even so that's 9 net carbs. Yes. I have worked that into my macros to where it is still part of my macros, right?
Of course you did.
Exactly. But that's not right, okay? Just because it technically fits in your macros does not mean that it is good for you to be eating, right? So my goal is to scale back, definitely get rid of the processed desserts and move to a more whole dessert.
The kind you make.
Yes, such as an egg loaf, such as that whipped cream concoction, is to clean up my dessert. But everything else about my main meal, I'm absolutely okay with. So he said, Autumn, you're such a realist. I love it. I mean, I don't know any other way to be. So
it's probably for your unloved dog.
TC said those were the only 2 things out of 100 that they tested me for that didn't trigger an allergic reaction. Jeez Louise.
I guess that makes kind of sense.
I know, right? I mean, that's quite an extensive test you took, though. So that's quite awesome.
That's a heck of a range.
Cece said, Autumn, that taco tray looks divine. Yeah, it's great. I just absolutely love it. Like the lettuce and the ground beef and the sour cream and just it's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's basically the traditional flavors of Mexico.
Beth said, speaking of pulling up aquariums, did y'all know that there is a window swap online? You can see random people's views from their window all over the world. It's so cool. You can upload your own view. Is it like a video or like just like a picture? That is so interesting. I'll be looking at some of y'all's views. Like you guys that live out in the like Pacific Northwest and then like, man, the mountains and stuff, y'all got some views on y'all, you know, like that's amazing.
That's just everywhere. If you go every state, if you go in the right places, it looks pretty daggone amazing.
Yeah. I mean, we don't get me wrong. We got some views here in Louisville, Kentucky. Absolutely.
Like everybody. Yeah. I mean, me personally, it's all about bodies of water.
Yeah.
You look at a body of water.
That's the view for you.
Hello. Okay.
Rhonda said, Autumn, remind me of your egg loaf ingredients again. Want to make them tomorrow morning for breakfast? Sure. It's super easy.
Ocean.
2 eggs, 2 ounces of cream cheese, 1 tablespoon of melted butter, which is 14 grams. Yeah, I know that. You guys, this week I'm thinking about integrating like a chocolate ribbon into my egg loaf. Like, so basically I'm going to take some, I know, right? Oh, but also I put some cinnamon and liquid sweetener in there as well. So what I'm thinking is I have some 100%, unsweetened chocolate. I'm going to maybe put some erythritol and stevia in it. I'm going to melt it down. And then when I pour my egg loaf into my little pot thing, I'm just going to like drizzle it almost like a marble because
it's a recipe.
I do think that the chocolate and the egg would be really good together.
Look at you. You becoming like a professional baker.
I know. Shelly says, do you eat yogurt? I've been doing yogurt bowls with berries and granola or almond butter. Lily's chocolate chips. No, I don't really eat yogurt. I don't dislike it, but once again, don't have to go out of my way to have it. So what I'm thinking about doing is the chocolate, or actually I have chocolate chips. I have Lakanto chocolate chips that I could probably just sprinkle in there too. But I want to do the chocolate whip with chocolate chips. I think that would be good. Beth said the people upload a 10-minute video. That is so interesting. Ooh, he says, I think I'll be cooking Juicy Lucy burgers for the Friday night feast with Hungry Heath. That's a great title for that series. But yes, Juicy Lucy's. I'm excited for taco tray, but don't get me wrong. I loves me a Juicy Lucy. Joyce said, how much meat is on your taco tray? So when I set out in the beginning of the week to eat for 6 days, it was 1/3 of a pound of meat because I brought 2 pounds of meat divided over 6 days, and that is 1/3 pound. However, since I decided to go back to alternate day fasting, I split that 2 pounds into 4 now. So now I eat half a pound. So 8 ounces of ground beef on my taco tray.
On every taco tray.
It is delicious.
And that's basically your one meal a day.
Yes. Sarah M is here, says, hello, everyone. Hi, Sarah. Glad you're here. You kind of caught us on the tail end. TC said, I love watching your taco trays. That means a lot to me because I'd be like, this is boring. I eat the same thing every time. But I enjoy it thoroughly. So
a lot of people don't know what your taco tray is until they get some people are late.
No, you haven't seen it. Yeah, exactly. So I am excited.
For me, give me some pulled pork, give me some roasted chicken.
Mookie says, good night, everyone. I have an early start tomorrow. Bye, Mookie. Glad you were here.
My taco tray with all the meats. And I rotated like weekly. Every week I'd have a different protein. A little brisket sometimes.
No, I don't need it in my life. Oh my God, TC said, I think we need taco trays at Keto Palooza. You guys, I am working on a way to figure out where to go so that we can serve food. Because you can't do that at the hotel, even though, I might be sneaking some snacks in there. But I was just like, yes, being able to like cook some like homemade keto stuff would be dope. Gail said for dessert today I had yogurt with chocolate MCT powder in it with sugar-free whipped cream. That sounds good. So nice. Kathy said, I enjoy your reactions, Autumn, and the zip fish shake. I have to do it. I know, right? I love the zip fish shake. I haven't done that. I do that when I make videos, but other than that, the zip fish has been stretching a long ways.
Sneak zip fish shake.
I know, right? It's a silent shake, right? But man, I am a lover lover of food, man. So I just really enjoy the taco tray. Exactly. Like that is my favorite food, you know, which I'm so glad that keto provides me an outlet to legitimately eat my favorite food.
And I'm a lover of sampling food.
Not none of mine, you ain't. I'll tell you that. So, no. He said, you know those orange cones they put in the road for you to knock over? I totally just beat my previous high score. That's not how cones work, Keith. But funny story, I actually have 2 or 3 of those cones in my garage. I think it might be illegal to like have, I don't know why I have those, but they clearly belong to some like municipality that's not me. I don't know how I privately got orange cones. But yeah, that's pretty funny.
What's your car's clearance? You might have took them home.
I didn't know. I think my Aunt Beverly or my mom, like, it sounds like they were either being sold at like a yard sale or auction or something like that. And then my family just came across them.
That sounds like them.
Exactly, right? So, yeah. But, you know, here, before we leave, I'm going to encourage you, okay? Regardless of where you are in your keto journey. Find the food that you love to eat, you know, because there is keto food out there that you just genuinely love. For me, it is my taco tray. I would choose to eat that over, you know what? I choose to eat that over spaghetti and meatballs, over a lot of other carby foods. I genuinely love it that much, right?
I mean, it is the kind of
so find food that you love. Ooh, steak.
Pizza, taco, spaghetti. Like it is one of the up there ones.
Yeah,
tacos,
exactly.
But
I've taco traded.
Like you're saying, like I like loose.
Gina says the city is just storing them there because you have a garage. Gina, you are now the second live favorite. Thank you very much. Even the city is trying to utilize my garage for their own private space. You know, what would you do if I didn't have a garage, city? Where would you put your orange traffic cones then, right? Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, we go live every single morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern over on Watch Autumn. What? Oh, yeah, you guys, be on the lookout for video on Friday. Just a quick notice. I mean, the video is going to explain it. But exciting news, question mark, kind of. Starting on Friday, me and Amber have been working hard over the past couple of months, and so to make content. And so we're actually going to be posting Twinergy content on Watch Autumn Keto. So next week, be on the lookout. There's going to be a lot more videos because they're going to be some of me, some of Amber, most of us together, you know? And that's when we're talking about all things.
1 or 2 on myself. Wait, what?
What did you do?
I put 1 or 2 on myself.
What does that mean?
That's just me dancing or something.
Oh God, no! You don't get your own videos. No. So you know, this is where we talk about motivation, inspiration, mindset, all things like that, personal development. So I'm really excited to be able to like share that part of my life with you guys as well. And I'm excited for you to see more of my sister. Y'all know she's nuts, and good luck with that. Okay,
yes, she is.
That's all I'm going to say.
Such a handful. I will not watch it.
Yeah. Cece said, Autumn, I'm going to email you on questions about Twinergy. Please do. But like I said, you'll see more of us starting next week. Absolutely on this channel. That's not what Twinergy is. No, that's no. Okay. Everyone, have a great night. And we'll see you here next week. But we'll see you over on Watch Autumn tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay? Bye.
You slacker.
What? That's no. Yeah.
One of y'all.